Hello, everyone. When Tony and I started Streetlights Outreach way back in 2004, we were just a couple of naive dudes sitting in lawn chairs on a street corner late at night. We really had no idea what we were doing. We really did it. There was no planning, there was no programming, no protocol. We did not have an outline of activity. We were simply just going to fake it to make it, I guess. What we didn't realize at the time was that we were actually following the 4 points of Jesus's sending forth instructions as outlined in Luke's gospel. Now, I'm not going to take credit for that. Like I said, we didn't know we were doing it. We were just showing up. But when you break those 4 points down and you look at them further, you realize they're not just instructions for discipleship. They actually provide great advice for a happy, enriching, and meaningful life. So let's walk through them. First, Jesus tells us to accept vulnerability. He tells us he's sending us into the world like lambs among wolves, with no money, no sack, no sandals, no pretenses, no publicists. Just us, just our authentic selves as we are, for others to accept and love or to reject and judge. Yikes, right? We don't do vulnerability well. We put up facades and we project images. We hide behind positions and titles. We lash out at anyone who threatens our false securities or tarnishes our precious egos. More and more of us, it seems, have even started carrying guns to give us the illusion of protection. No, we don't do vulnerability well, not at all. Yet this is the first thing Jesus tells us to do. Go forth and let people see your true heart. Be vulnerable. Life is dangerous. You might get hurt. Actually, you probably will get hurt. But anyone who has known love knows that vulnerability is just part of the deal. Second, Jesus instructs us to bring peace. This should be rule number one on social media. Wouldn't you agree? If it doesn't bring peace, don't post it. More and more, it seems like we look for divisions and conflicts, but this isn't the way. It's not the way to spread love. It's not the way to true happiness. Third, and related to peace, Jesus tells us not to waste our time and energy arguing with each other. When we encounter people who don't want to be at peace with us, people who would rather stir up the ugliness of hatred or racism or anything else that destroys peace by pitting groups of people against each other, kick that dust from your sandals and move on. Don't let them drag you into their darkness. And fourth, when you do find people who are willing to set aside petty opinions and prejudices and are open to peace and love, spend time with them. Kick back and break bread together. Crack open a bottle of wine. Heal the world with joy and togetherness. And then remind everyone that this is the kingdom of God here at hand. So 4 instructions for how to live and share Christ's love. 4 instructions for how to live live a life of joy and happiness. 1, be vulnerable. Allow the world to see your very real, authentic self. 2, bring peace wherever you go. 3, don't waste your life's energy arguing with people who don't want peace and unity. And 4, take time to share with people who really do want to live in peace and joy. For this is the kingdom of God that's at hand. May the peace and the joy of Christ rain down upon you. May the peace and joy of Christ stir the heart within you. May the peace and joy of Christ flow forth from you. Have a great week.